Hey guys, it's Cheyenne and welcome to my channel. Before we get started with today's video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, and please comment below any other videos you would like to see. But for today's video, I thought we'd do a little bit of a story time. This is kind of funny in hindsight. Also, quick thing. This is not the fault of anyone. No one could have seen this coming. Without further ado, let's dive in. So at one point, I had to have one of my leg surgeries, and the plan was after the surgery I was to get something called a Spica cast, which basically is a cast that goes from your belly down to one or both knees, and they typically have a hole for you to do your business, but you're basically kind of angled 24/7 where you're not exactly sitting up but not exactly laying down either. It's a very strange thing. My case is a bit weird. So we get the surgery goes well. They got the Spica cast on me. I chose hot pink, but all was going smoothly. I was still groggy from all the pain medicine, and we were still in the hospital. As expected, it takes a couple days to make sure all is well and for the pain to go down enough to be discharged. But suddenly I started to notice that I was having a difficult time breathing. Not by a lot, but just enough to be a little startling. And my mom was there, and I'm like, Mom, I'm having a slight bit trouble breathing. And she called the nurse and whatnot and everyone, and they put me on a nasal cannula, the thing that they put up your nose, and they've had me on that, and they get to looking at Spica cast. I know what you're thinking. Oh, it must have been too tight around the tummy area. No, it was not tight at all. Like, two of an average height person's hand could have fit between my belly and the cast had they wanted to. So no, this was not too tight in the tummy area like one would think. So we get to looking, and not only am I struggling to breathe, but my right leg, which is the leg I had operated on, it was swollen 2 times the size it should be. Which was also accounting for a large majority of the pain I was experiencing at this time. Of course, I don't remember that pain because I was on so much pain medicine. So they're looking and they're like, okay, we gotta get this cast off. We gotta get it off. So they proceed to try and get the little saw thing that you use to remove a cast. Well, of course, I just had an orthopedic surgery, so having the vibration going through my leg that was post-ortho surgery as well as swollen a lot, that's not the pain I remember, because that, oh God, hurt so bad. But I remember they were trying to cut the cast off of me, and I was in such pain that this was not working. So instead, they had to put me back under anesthesia, which is not ideal, but they had no other choice. They had to put me back under anesthesia again and cut the cast off. This had never happened to this doctor ever before, and because of me, he now does not automatically put patients from these types of surgeries into Spica cast. He doesn't automatically do that. I was the first person to go home from one of these surgeries without one, because clearly having one was a bad idea for me. But all was good, of course. My leg surgeries have all gone good, with the exception of a couple hiccups here and there. But this was a weird one, and looking back, I think what happened, and I'm not a doctor, I am not a medical expert whatsoever. All I have is my experiences, but I think what happened was that it was pressing on my diaphragm just right. That's what was causing the breathing problem, and I'm pretty sure the leg part probably was a little tight. I'm not really sure that part. I don't remember as much as waking up and realizing I was having trouble breathing. So, as well as the pain of them trying to cut it off, not realizing how much pain that would cause. I know this story wasn't a super long one, but I thought it was funny and wanted to share it with y'all. So I will see you next time. Like I said, here you can subscribe, and here's another video you can watch. I will see you guys later. Love you. Bye.